Let's be real, AI is everywhere. It's in your IDE suggesting code. It's in your security tools flagging threats. It's even in the chatbots that you have to support. But what is it really, beyond all the marketing hype? Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut right through the noise and give you a straight-to-the-point guide built specifically for IT pros like you.
So, here's our game plan. First up, we'll nail down a solid definition of what AI even is. Then, we're going to peek under the hood to see how it actually works. From there, we'll get super practical and talk about AI's role in your world in IT. And finally, we're going to bust some of the biggest myths out there. Let's get right into it.
So, Section 1. What are we really talking about when we say AI? It's time to move past the buzzword.
At its absolute core, AI is all about building systems that can handle tasks that, normally require a human brain. And no, we are not talking about consciousness or robot overlords here. We're talking about really practical jobs, like understanding a user's support ticket, recognizing weird patterns in network traffic, or making smart decisions based on terabytes of log data.
But here's the first thing you've got to get your head around. AI isn't just one single thing. It's actually a huge umbrella term. And to really understand it and not sound lost in conversations about it, you need to know the key layers inside.
The best way to think about it is like one of those Russian nesting dolls. The biggest doll on the outside, that's artificial intelligence, the whole big idea. You open that up, and inside you find machine learning. Now this is where systems learn from data, instead of just following a bunch of hard-coded rules you wrote. And then, nested even deeper inside that, you get deep learning, which uses these complex things called neural networks to power the really advanced stuff, like understanding language or recognizing images.
This example makes the difference crystal clear. Think about an old-school spam filter. It worked off a simple, rigid block list of keywords. If it saw a certain word, bam, it was spam. A modern filter, though, it's powered by machine learning. It's analyzed millions of emails and has actually learned the subtle context of what makes something spammy. It's not just following rules anymore. It's recognizing patterns. And the crazy part? It gets smarter all the time.
All right, so that's the what. Let's move on to the how. Let's see how this all comes together, from just a pile of raw data all the way to a final decision.
It really all boils down to a pretty simple three-step pipeline. First step, data. AI systems are hungry, they need to consume just massive amounts of it. Second step, training. This is where the algorithms chew on all that data to find patterns. And the third step, inference. That's the payoff. That's where the system applies what it learned to brand new data to make a prediction. So just remember, data, training, inference.
Let's map this to something I think every single IT pro has experienced: training the new person on the help desk.
Just think about it. At first, the trainee just shadows you, right? They're absorbing system logs, watching how you solve problems. That's the data phase. Then you start giving them supervised tasks. Go ahead and reset this password or try mapping that drive. That's the training phase. And then finally, they're ready to fly solo and handle brand new tickets all on their own. And that's inference. See? It's the exact same fundamental process.
Okay, this is all pretty fascinating. I get it. But let's get to the most important part. How does any of this actually apply to your day-to-day job? Why does this really matter to you?
So here's the crucial point. For us, for people in the IT world, AI isn't some abstract, far-off concept. It is a powerful, practical tool that is already changing how we get work done. It's like the next generation of scripting or a much more powerful monitoring solution. It's a tool in the toolbox.
And we're already seeing this in three key areas. In automation, AI can literally predict system outages before they even happen, just by analyzing logs. In the cloud, platforms from Azure, AWS, and Google give us direct access to incredibly powerful AI services without needing a PhD in data science. And for productivity, oh man, AI copilots are helping us write PowerShell scripts, generate configs, and even draft documentation faster than ever before.
And this brings us to what is maybe the single most important message in this entire explainer. So listen closely to this. AI will not replace IT professionals. But IT professionals who learn how to use AI will replace those who don't. This is the new reality, folks. It's all about enhancing your skills, not replacing your job. Okay, for our final section, let's just clear the air. There is so much hype and noise out there. So right now, we're going to quickly separate some of the biggest myths from the on-the-ground reality. Myth number 1. AI is magic. The reality? Nope. It's statistics, a ton of computing power, and data. Lots and lots of data. Myth 2.
AI is like human intelligence. The reality is that today's AI is incredibly narrow. It's a specialized tool for a very specific task. And finally, the biggest myth of all, AI will take all the IT jobs. The reality, as we just saw, is that it will shift them, making new skills more valuable than ever before.
So let's boil it all down. What do you absolutely need to remember from all this? Number 1, AI is simply about computers learning from data. That's it. 2, for you, it's a game-changing tool, not some far-off concept. And 3, it's here to enhance your work through smarter automation, higher productivity, and frankly, new ways to innovate.
We've covered the what, the how, and the why. It's really no longer a question of if AI will be part of your toolkit. It's an essential skill now. So the only real question left is the one you have to answer for yourself. How are you going to use it?